Today I am celebrating Dog Day, and at first I thought that this was to do with the dog days. The dog days are the hot days of the summer that correspond to the latter part of, or the early part of August, from the end of July, and it corresponds to the rising of Sirius, which is often known as the dog star. But today is here for celebrating dogs. Now, the word dog, spelt backwards, is God. And a lot of people say that dogs are such beautiful creatures and perhaps have been named that way as a result of their godlike nature, their incredible faithfulness, their lovingness, their natural inclination to forgiveness, for playfulness, and this unbelievable loyalty which they demonstrate to their owners. And there's no doubt that there are so many different kinds of dog in this world, and they do seem to share this intrinsic nature. And yet, clearly, dogs in their individual state turn out in so many different ways. I myself go running frequently and find myself having negative dog encounters, not just with the mess that they leave behind, but usually as a result of their owners. And as a father of children, I've often found myself, and also someone who ran a nursery, I've often found myself falling foul of dog fowl in parks and playgrounds, and despite that I cannot resent the dogs themselves, because ultimately they are an expression of their owners. But dogs unto themselves are these beautiful creatures. Obviously they've been domesticated. They are originally from wolves. They used to run in packs, and many dogs have to deal with a great deal of solitude in their lives. It's only their owners for whom they can turn to for companionship very frequently, and apart from those few dogs that they get to encounter on their walks. So it's no wonder that dogs are difficult to train for some people, because when they're out and about and they encounter other dogs, there's a natural inclination to be able to socialize with them. And just like us humans, dogs don't always know how to do that in the most, let's say, reasonable of ways. So despite my own particular love-hate relationship with probably more dog owners than dogs, I'd like to take today to celebrate the presence of dogs in our lives, and to thank them and the spirit of what it is to be a dog, for the love that they show humanity, often in the face of great cruelty. There are so many dogs owned at the moment by humans, probably as a compensation for our general lack of social stimulation, our lack of love. So many people living lonely, isolated lives which are just made tolerable by the existence of their dogs, their pets, for whom they can turn to for warmth and affection. So their presence here in such great numbers in our modern society really tells us a great deal about where we are as humanity at this time. So, in the way that they function to protect us, and I must say that I know that there are many, for example, women especially, and older folk and younger folk, who turn to dogs for a sense of protection, just for the ability to be able to walk in the woods and enjoy the forests. So for their protection, for their love, for their loyalty, for their faithfulness, I'd like to give a moment to say thanks for dogs. Celebrating dogs.